What's happening, good people? Welcome to the channel. I'm Wes, aka Mr. Budget Watch, and today we are doing my recommendations for the upcoming AliExpress 11/11 sales. So this is going to be a thing I do every year when it comes up to a big sale. And well, these are my recommendations. I have had hands on with some I haven't. Most of them, well, pretty much all of them I've researched to make sure that they're good. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend them. But again, do your own research and all that good stuff. Links for all these will be down in the description if you want any more information or if you want to pick one up in the sales. So yeah, we're going to be kicking off today with a homage that you don't see all that often, and that is of a Bell & Ross. Now, I really do like Bell & Ross watches, but they are expensive. So when I saw this one, I thought, you know what, I've got to include it. It gets a lot of the elements from the Bell & Ross right. We've got a sandwich style dial, those hands, really cool circular indice cut out. Not in my favourite position, mine, but really cool looking watch, really nice finishing. Yeah, very impressed with this one. I've never had hands on with one of these watches, but I really do like the look of this one. Pricing, you can see cheapest it's 104, 147. I'm not really sure what the big difference is. It might be where you actually pick it up from. So we've got a few different colour options of the dial. We've got a fume style blue, and then we've got a black. I'd probably go for the black, and then if you get it from China, that's why. So it's cheaper from other places, and different colours obviously. But anyway, so yeah, it's going to be about £157. Really cool looking watch. So specifications are just there if you want to pause it and take a look for yourself. Obviously, I'm not going to be spending too much time on each watch because there is 15 in total. So let's move on to the next one. And while we're on the homage train, we're going to be taking a stop at Omega Kona. And this one, as you can see, if you know your watches, is a homage of the Omega Speedmaster. Now, the reason why I picked this one is because, well, I do like Pagani watches. Yes, they're not perfect, but when I saw this price, I thought, do you know what? It's a cool looking watch, and I think the price is very good for this specification. So, a couple of different colorways. You've got the standard Speedy Black. Not my favourite position for a date window, by the way, but it gets my OCD going a bit. And then we've got the special edition homage. So this is one of the anniversary special editions. Obviously, they've missed off a few key details on the. I know the subdials have some decoration and stuff on Omega, but this one does not. My favourite though is this one, the white and blue, and that is again is based on a special edition Snoopy, I believe, if memory serves correctly. And there are your specifications. So again, you can pause these and have a quick browse of them, or you can obviously follow the links in the description and have a read for yourself. Because obviously I don't want to spend too much time, so let's move on to the next one. Now this one really excited me. I actually saw another company do one of these. I believe it's San Martin. I've made a homage of this as well, but now Pagani have got in, that put their hat in the ring and done a homage of this Grand Seiko as well. It's one of their more premium dive watches, but when I saw the price, it's actually quite considerably cheaper than the San Martin. So it'd be interesting to know if it's anywhere on the same level. But I just really love how well it's finished. Love all the sharp angles and everything. But yeah, it looks like a very good quality watch. Could it be the best Pagani yet? I don't know. 129 quid, I think that's a fair price. I mean, Seiko NH35, couple of different colorways as well. I love this one, like a blood ox red dial. And then we've got the black green, I'm not so keen on. The black is nice, that is my favourite though. I do like the blue as well, but I wish the bezel was black. But that, if I was going to pick one up, that is the one I would go for. I'll try and find it from a different store without delivery though. This is just the first one that sort of popped up. And I'll see if I can find it at a cheaper price too. Specifications are right there if you want to give it a pause and take a read. So let's move on. And here we have one of my favourite homages, by the way, which is the 62 mass from Seastern. Now these have been making some big waves in the watch space at the minute because the high quality and pretty reasonably priced too. 123 I think is pretty fair. Few different colour options. So we've got my favourite, which is the standard grey, which the 62 mass is known for. Then we've got this red, not overly keen on, to be fair. Then we've got a black, and then we've got a blue, which looks pretty nice, and then, you know, that red one again, which I'm not keen on. There's your specifications if you want to take a look. But yes, I am impressed with what Seastern are offering. Haven't had hands on yet. I'm hoping to change that though very soon. So fingers crossed I can get one on the channel. Really cool looking case back as well with a little starfish. So moving on, we have a watch I actually have in my collection at the minute, and that is the Chronos Sub Homage. And the reason why I'm recommending this one again is because it is a fantastic watch. High beat movement, PT 5000, really impressive movement. Finishing is excellent on this, super comfortable, so well made. Really good loom, and a little word of advice: get the fully loomed bezel if you can. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it in my opinion. For that extra, you know, over 10 quid, it's definitely worth it for the fully loomed, because the pip, yeah, it looks alright, but that just looks so much better. But yeah, definitely recommend one of these. Few different colour options. We've got the Smurf, I want to call it, and then we've got the Hulk, and then of course we've just got that standard black variant. Specifications really nice and compact as well, under 48mm. Definitely can recommend this watch. Yes, you can actually get it, like I said, with a Sellita as well. That is quite a bit more expensive. The PT is fine in my opinion. Moving on, we have a little quirky spin on the Seagull 1963. You know, we've all seen the Seagull 1963 before. You know, it's been done to death. The reason why I haven't covered on the channel is because they've been done too much. But this one, however, has not. So this is a little quirky spin on it. Different handset, you know, different style indices, different style sub-dials. Very cool. Really interesting looking piece. I love all the red accents. It just really ties it all together. Yeah, so if you want a 63 but want something a little bit different, why not get one of these? And actually the price is pretty good. 150 quid from a different store. 124, I think that is a cracking price for, you know, a 63 anyway, but a special edition one like this, even better. Specifications there, and specifications are here as well if you want to pause it and have a read. Moving on, we have a watch from Apex Rare. Now this again is a homage watch, but it's not a very common homage. It's actually, I want to say it's kind of got some influence of Seiko Alpinist, which is why I really like it. But if memory serves me correct, it's actually a rarer Seiko that it homages, and it's called a Tic Tac. I'll see if I can find one and I'll pop it on screen now just to show you. But it is an absolutely stunning watch. I don't know if Seiko's ever reissued it or not, but if they haven't, they really should. A couple of different colour options. We've got black and green. I personally prefer the black, to be honest, because Seiko's green's just insane, and you know, these can't, you know, live up to that, unfortunately. But so looking at your specifications quickly, they have made a bit of a typo here, by the way. It's not got 48 power reserve or 25 joules, and it's not high beat either. So you know, do your own research, but they're not specs of the Seiko NH35. It's actually only a you know, 21,600 beats per hour, not high beat. But yeah, I really love the look of this watch. Yeah, pricing's a little bit high, but I just think it looks so cool, and I thought I'd include it. So on to the next one, and another watch I think that looks really cool, and that is the Sieg Flammer. This one is a homage of a Christopher Ward C65, which again I was not expecting to see. Obviously with it not being as popular as some other watches, but you know, if you've ever wanted a Christopher Ward but can't afford one, take a look at one of these. Really cool thing. It's got that Seiko NH35, nothing too special there, but I just think it's a really nice looking watch. And what I also love is Christopher Ward's case styling, and these have done a pretty good job of mimicking that. Obviously they've not got the lines as crisp or as sharp as Christopher Ward, but you know what, I think for 100 quid it looks like a pretty solid watch. They're your specifications if you want to take a closer look. Moving on, we have this one right here. So this to me is absolutely awesome. You can see it is a Sug S watch, but they've just put their own branding on it. I would personally obviously go for the Sug S, because Glamour Master doesn't sound all that good. But anyway, we'll show you the Sug S in a second. But I just love the look of this watch. That sort of like a pistachio sort of green, pistachio. I don't know. I just love the shade green. And then we've got like a peachy coloured one, and then we've got the panda, and then we've got a. It looks like a blue dial. I could be wrong. It could be black. It might just be the lighting. But yeah, absolutely beautiful watch. It reminds me a little bit of what Breitling have done with their chronographs recently, and put some crazy bold colours, and it reminds me of that. There's your specifications. This is the one I would go for though, the Sug-S, because these are the ones that actually make the watch. They're just rebranded. So this is the one I will link down in the description. Ignore that one. It's basically the same watch, apart from they've took the Sug-S off the dial and put their own branding on, but this branding looks way nicer. So this is the one you know, that you'll see down in the description, and just, you know, ignore that other one. Same watch, just different branding. Moving on, we have a really cool field watch. Love this one. Just look at that dial, so heavily textured, loads of depth thanks to those, you know, applied indices, embossing as well. It's just got loads of different textures and finishes. Love that big bold handset too. Really, really cool looking watch. I even quite like this little decorative plaque as well. You don't see that all too often. Adds a little different element to it. Case finishing looks decent. Solid looking loom. 83 quid. I think this is a, you know, pretty good looking watch. There are your specifications right there. It is a little bit of a big one, which rules it out for me, but for you guys it might not. Moving on. So here we have your next Pagani design, and this one is a Black Bay homage, but it's the steel, and I really do like this one. This is probably my favourite BBA out of any of them, and yeah, now seeing a homage of it, I really, really like it. Beautiful looking watch, and Pagani, you know, they're making some good improvements. They're not perfect Pagani watches by any stretch of the imagination, but they are getting better. You can see we've got a couple of different colourways, and I'll try and find it without the expensive shipping as well. I wouldn't pay £5 for shipping, unless it was like going to come at 3-day delivery. Oh, okay. Huh. I would actually pay for that. Usually it's like 10 days or even months. So yeah. There is a cheaper one there with free delivery, but paying £5 for 3-day delivery, that is something I could get on board with. Anyway, they also have a black one, which I think looks even better than the steel. Wouldn't normally say that, but I really, really like that. Very, very cool. It's all black, little pop of red, and then just white. Awesome. Specifications are there. Give it a quick pause and thingy, but we are moving on again. So this one I've covered on the channel before in a list, but I really wanted to put it again because they've got a new dial. So if you've seen the new Seiko releases with that snow style dial, well, Seastern have done their own take on it. It's missing the little footprint, but I really like it. It's got like a fume style where it's sort of lighter in the centre and then goes up darker. Awesome looking case back, and there is that dial texture, so cool. We've got a light blue and then a dark gradual blue. I personally prefer this one, just a little bit more contrast and a little bit more depth to it. That one's a little bit pale for me, but I do like that one. 141 quid, fair price. Other colours available too, if you want to check them out. There's your specifications if you want to pause it and have a look. But we're moving on again. So this one is an Octopus Kraken, and this one has that really nice PT movement in that I like. This is a homage of an Oris watch. I think it's their pointed date. No, it's pointer. Is it Big Crown Pointer? I'm not Big Crown Pointer. Maybe, I'm not really sure. There's a few different models that look quite similar, but I do really love this one. I love that dial colour and the contrast against the bronze case, and you know, really nice signed crown. Nice finishing. There's a look at that PT movement in the back. Stainless steel case as well, so you don't get any irritation from it. Solid looking loom. Couple of different colorways, so black, green, my favourite, and this like honey gold style dial. Very nice. Specifications are there if you want to pause it and take a look. But we're moving on. The reason why I put this one on the list is because of, well, one thing. That movement. £81 for a PT 5000. That is absolutely unheard of. Ignore the 904L. It's definitely not a 904L case and bracelet for this price. I don't know why they put those on anyway. Decent looking loom, new colour options as well, which is another reason why I put this on. We've got a Tiffany blue and a green, and also a white and black as well. Again, linked in the description. There's specifications. That is the one I would go for, or the NH35. But yeah, I'd definitely pay that little bit extra and get the PT, because you just don't see the movement at that price. Very, very impressed. And moving on to the final watch, this one is from Saint Martin, depending on how you pronounce it. So this is their take on a vintage, I think it's a vintage Rolex, I could be wrong, but yeah, I love this one. Got that riveted style bracelet, really nice quality brushing, solid build, and we've got this dial, which is another reason why I picked it as well. Really beautiful colour, nice texture on it, golden hands, printed indices, but yeah, really nice. Solid looking loom, you know, not the best, but yeah, you can get it. Oh, you can get it sterile as well if you don't want all the branding. And there's your specifications if you want to pause it. And that is your list, guys. Let me know what you think of these down in the comment section. Are you actually going to be picking some up? I definitely am off this list. I'm not going to tell you which ones though, so no spoilers, but maybe you guys can guess down in the comments. So that is pretty much it for this one. Have a great day. See you soon. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. And of course, follow me on social media at Mr. Budget Watch. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.